All right, guys, welcome back to Don't Get It Twisted. Here it's episode 5 at the podcast. You know what's up? It's Dia Nueva, and welcome Miss Panama, Fine Panama over here.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back, episode 5.
For real, we got some juicy stuff to talk about today. We got some, I'm going to just say it, new news. You know, the updates, what's been going on. 2021, it's been a rough year. We're only in February and shit has been going down. And on top of that, our topic today is it's not steamy, but I would say it's a little feisty.
It's a little spicy. It's a little different, you know, so real different. So we hope y'all like it.
Yeah. I mean, so let's just open up here with the quote today. Okay. I'm going to say this. So never be limited by other people's limited imagination. And that was said by Dr. Mae Jemison. Yeah. Mae Carol Jemison. She's an American engineer, physician, and former NASA astronaut. Okay. She became the first Black woman to travel into space when she served as a mission specialist aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour. So,
okay, Miss May.
You know, we had to give it her props. Shout out to Miss May. So, yeah, I just love that quote because it's like it really gives you the abundance, and we should stay in the unknown. You know what I mean? Don't put a number on it. Don't put a cap on it. Just do and create and spread the joy, the knowledge, the love, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? No limitations, especially in 2021. Come on, like in the middle of the pandemic.
It's a pendulum.
It's a pendulum.
Hey, if you watch
it, came up with that.
It means. It's a pendulum.
I've never heard anybody say it, but I like the way you said it too. It was like West Indian vibes right there.
Pendulum.
Oh my gosh. All right, so today's topic: girlfriends versus baby mamas.
Okay, let's get into it.
Ding, 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 ding. These are like, it's like boxing matches here. No, I'm just playing. Girlfriends versus baby mamas. Miss Panama.
Well, to start off, I've been a girlfriend before, obviously, but I've also been a baby mama. I am a baby mama, you know, baby mother. I know people have this super negative idea about this word, but I really don't care because my baby's fathers respect me, you know what I mean? And I don't feel disrespected by being called a baby mama, number one. So I feel like people are too uptight about that term. Like, it's just baby mama, you know what I mean? Like, it's just what it is. But anyways, so baby mama versus girlfriend, and it's not, so to say, we about to box versus, it's really who comes first in a man's life. From being a girlfriend, when I was a girlfriend before I had children, I never dated a man that had kids. So I don't know what it's like to be a girlfriend dating a man that has children. But I have been a baby mama, and, you know, I know what it's like being in my position, and I've dealt with, you know, different girlfriends and wooty woo. And I just feel like it's not really a versus thing, but it's like the girlfriends kind of have to show a little bit more respect and not come to the situation feeling like, oh, I gotta knock this bitch out, or not even like literally, but just like, I gotta get her out the picture. Like, she's his baby mama. She's always gonna be around. It's competition. Do
you feel like the girlfriends feel like that though, more than the baby mama? I feel
like being a baby mama, there is the stereotype that baby mamas are like that. And I'm here to say that it's not always like that. There are some bitter baby mamas that really will, you know, oh, you're messing with a new girl, and I'm about to cause strife in your life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to cause hell. I'm about to raise hell up in this bitch because you fucking with somebody else. I've never been a baby mama like that on my life. I can say it. I never been a baby mama like that. Whatever you do, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
Is that because of your personality or because of your kids? Talk to me.
I'm sorry, repeat that question.
For you, like the reason you're not like that. Is that because of your personality, or is that because you just think about the bigger picture?
Yes, for sure. Think about the bigger picture. Like, at the end of the day, this is a man. You know what I mean? There's gazillion men out there. Why am I be fighting some new girl about this man? And then it just puts us, like you said, my kids, it puts a thorn in the relationship with my children, because now if I'm beefing with this girl who's dating my baby daddy, I don't want nobody around my kids that I don't like. Nobody. Yeah. If I don't like you, then you don't like my kids. You're not coming around my kids. You know what I mean? Like,
and if you're a
friend, she should be a help to us. I should be able to feel comfortable with my children going and spending time with their father and his girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be no, oh, I feel like she's gonna do this or she's gonna do this. I should feel comfortable with that. You know, we should have that level of understanding and respect for each other, especially when there's children involved. You know what I mean? Because that's the bigger picture. It's not about me and you. It's about how can we make this ship run the smoothest for the kids. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. I mean, I've never been a baby mama or, you know, dated anyone who's had kids. So I've never been in that situation. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know who I would be in that situation though. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't say that I would be selfless enough and think that far ahead for kids, because let's just say I don't even have them. You know what I'm saying? But even when it comes, I don't know, like I feel like for me, knowing myself, I might even become more territorial if I had some.
For sure.
Kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, just if I was basing it solely off of like my personality, you know, like, because I'm one of those people, like, if I work really hard for something, like, you know what I mean? It becomes like a little bit of a part of me.
Of course.
To the point that if it was on that level of kids, I don't see myself being able to wear the better side of the situation. I don't see myself.
Right.
Not yet. Not today. Yeah, right. I don't see myself at that level yet. But I definitely commend you for that, because I took a poll this week on Instagram, and I did ask, do you think the term baby mama is like a derogatory term? And mad people said yes. And I was actually surprised.
Wow. It's a word. You guys make it derogatory with your thoughts and your fucking stereotypes that you put on the word.
Right.
You're a baby mama. What's the difference between saying the mother of my children, a baby mama, my kid's mom? There's no difference. It's literally
my baby's mom.
And y'all make it like we're from the, you know, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna say baby mama, why I got my baby's father, whatever, like the mother of my child, like.
But I feel like that's like a bigger title than girlfriend, because even if you got like say anyone,
and baby daddy, y'all locked in for life. Let's be honest.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Whether y'all worked out as a relationship or not.
Either you're in a relationship or you're just co-parenting, you are locked in for life. You're always gonna have to consider that other person that you had children with. You know what I mean? You're always gonna have to look out for that person. If your baby daddy goes and gets on crack tomorrow, you can't just let that
slide or just move on. Like,
if you care about your children, you're not just gonna be like, oh, whatever, fuck you, you know, like, be a crackhead, I'm gonna go get another baby daddy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, you're gonna try everything you can to get your baby daddy up out of that, so that you guys can continue with the village that you have to raise. You know,
irreplaceable,
like,
irreplaceable, immeasurable, like all of it.
And then you guys have to have a whole lifetime of, you know, being in each other's life to some type of extent. So why not make it peaceful as much as possible? I know me personally, and the reason why I don't do baby mama, girlfriend drama is because, now don't get me wrong, I have.
She said that straight.
Drama, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I just steer from it, and I let it be what it is, because that shit is hectic and it takes a lot of toll on your energy. And then I don't care about my kids. So if I'm sending my kids somewhere and I feel like the energy is disrupted or it's not right or something,
do it to your kids.
It's not happening. Yeah, it's not happening. And I can't do that with my child's father. You know what I mean? Like, in a situation where it's like, you know, there was a point when me and my first child's father, we split up. And that was the first time we ever split. I had 2 kids by him. This is before my third child. I had 2 kids by him. So it was new, me bringing a man around my children. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I brought this man around my child, who's now my new baby's dad. I brought him around my children, and I didn't have a conversation with him. I didn't hit him up like, hey, you want to meet this guy? No, because I know what type of man my first baby daddy is. He don't play that shit. He don't want to meet this nigga. He don't want to meet him. You know what I mean? He don't want to do that. So I never did that. I wasn't like, oh, you got to meet him before I bring them around the kids. No, as my baby father, you need to trust that I'm not going to bring no man around my kids and have no man
that's not worthy enough.
That's not able to be around them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if I made that first step when the tables turned and my baby daddy, you know, got with somebody else, I couldn't be like, well, she can't be around my kids if I don't meet her. No, 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 no. She just needs to respect me. She just needs to understand that those are my kids. You know what I mean? And as long as she treats them right and she doesn't overstep her boundaries, we don't have no issue. I couldn't be on no petty shit because I made that okay first. You get me?
Yeah, you set that standard.
Yeah, around your kids without making it a big deal to my spouse. Like, oh, let me meet them first. No, 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 no. I'm not a fucking child. I don't need a fucking chaperone to date a new man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna handle it how I handle it, and you gotta trust that I'm not gonna put your kids in harm's way. And that's the same. I had to do the same thing, whether it was fair or if you know, if I didn't like the girl, if I was jealous, it don't matter what I felt. You have to be fair. You know what I mean?
I feel that because it's like it goes both ways, and you know what? The kids probably will pick up on it too.
Oh,
if it's not, you know, reciprocated on both sides.
For sure, because there was a point when, you know, me and my baby's daddy's baby mama. So
good. Wait, one more time. Break it down for me.
Baby mama.
My baby daddy's
there was
baby
a point
mama.
when we were not cool, when we didn't fuck with each other, when we didn't like each other. You know what I mean? And it was very awkward for my daughter. You know what I mean? I tell it was very awkward because she's like, I like her, and she could tell my energy is like, well, I don't. You know what I mean? Like, and that's very uncomfortable position to put a child in. You know, so I had to go through that to be able to grow through it and put my pettiness aside, and you know.
How did you grow through it with your daughter? Like, what was your approach? And the reason I ask is because I think there are a lot of parents who do go through this, because even just like, you know, I can only imagine the situation you're in just compared to like regular fights. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or regular disagreements or people taking sides and then the kid is feeling in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So in a situation like this, how did you go forward with your daughter like that?
Well, first I had to evaluate, you know, how my daughter viewed her, how she respected her, how she liked her, how she loved her. You know, she didn't come home and be like, oh, mom, she pinched me. She, you know, she's mean to me. Nothing. She was always, oh, I don't want to say her name. This woman treated my daughter like she was her own. You know what I mean? So I had to look at it from that standpoint where, okay, my daughter loves this woman. You know, that's number one. Then two, my child's father has a child with this woman, so that child is my child's sibling.
Right.
How are we going to ever get anywhere, have them raised together, you know, like they should be, and know each other, if we bickering over nothing? You know what I mean? And some people, they take it like when their child loves the girlfriend and they're the baby mama, they get jealous. Like they don't want their daughter to like that girl. But I'm up here. Nobody can take me down here. You know what I mean? I know my daughter loves me. I know what I do for I know the mother that I am. So I'm not ever intimidated by another mother. You know what I mean? Coming in. If anything, I look at it as a help because I've been doing it by myself for almost, my daughter's 6. It's about to be 7. I've been doing it by myself for 7 years. You know, I've been a mom.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot. I'm a caregiver to 3 whole people before I can even get to myself, including my man. You know what I mean? Like that's just the people that I take care of every day. So when you get you a little John and she's loves you and she respects what we have going and she respects my children and me, and she's here to help. Oh, you got me. You have me.
Go for it.
Help. Because I need help.
Oh my gosh. No, I can only imagine because you said you had 3. I can really only imagine. Like I have 2 sisters and, you know, both of my parents are still married. So there was always like one parent kind of in the household and then one parent at work until we got a little older. So between that, like just watching them divide the jobs in the household and balance everything, like it actually was like a 50-50 split.
Yes.
Which like growing up with some of my friends who their parents got divorced and then, you know, the households like separated, it was hard. Like one parent is trying to run this one to soccer practice while it has 2 other daughters or another child, like trying to run them here and this one here. And, you know, you ask grandpa, grandma, anyone for help, siblings, like, and it works out that way when you have the support in the family. But, you know, having one more hands-on person who's pretty much like another ideal parental figure, that's like so dope that your daughter has that support too.
Of course, yes.
Because there are advantages to people talk like there aren't, you know, advantages.
But there are. Obviously, there's pros and cons to every aspect and everything under the sun. You know what I mean? But you know, sometimes you gotta take the bad with the good. You know what I mean? Because some situations are more beneficial than they are not. You know what I mean? And when it comes to my kids, it takes a village. That saying is not a lie. It's so true. I remember my like, I'm a great mom, but I could not get my kids to potty train. I'm currently trying to potty train my 3-year-old, and my sister came in town, or we went. I remember when my daughter was around 3, we went. I have been potty training her for 3 years, trying to get her steady, you know, potty trained. And we went to my sister's house for 1 week, and we came back, and my daughter's been potty trained ever since. Wow. You know what I mean? So it just shows how there's different strokes for different folks, and there's different things that you may not be able to do. It doesn't mean you're less of anything. It just, you need help.
Yeah, you need help. People got a different approach too.
Prideful and afraid to ask for help. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what it is.
I feel that. I respect that too, because it's like, I think for some people, I actually used to be one of those people who, like, when I didn't know how to ask for help. It's not that like I had pride. I was just like uncomfortable and like
it is an uncomfortable thing.
I guess it is pride, but it's not in like, you know what I mean? Like a way that is of myself.
It's just I'll figure it out myself, like, and I'm embarrassed to ask for help, and it makes me uncomfortable to ask for help. But you know, there's growth in your uncomfortability. That's what people don't know. That uncomfortable feeling when you're growing, when you're trying something new, is good. You know what I mean? You're not gonna grow if you still feel, you know, if you do the same shit every day and never get out of that. You know what I mean?
I know, like, I'm trying to get comfortable being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Like, always changing, always adapting, always rotating, always growing, not just going through life. So like, that's something that, you know, I don't know. If I was in this situation, if I would be able to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, but you know, I'm trying to work on it all around.
So can I ask you, would you ever date a man that has kids and a baby mama?
I don't know. And I can't say no. They say like never say never.
Right.
But
I won't, like, I'm sure that's not like what you go looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you know what? They would have to be like persistent with a capital P. Like for real. Like, no joke. Like, either they would have to chase me, or we would just have to keep like bumping heads at the gas station or the supermarket, like something random. Because I think I would just be like, you know, trying to get to know somebody, especially now in 2021. Like, I couldn't imagine trying to go out in the dating scene right now and like look for a partner, because it's just, it's different.
Because it's like, you gotta ask a man before you start. Like, listen, do you have a girlfriend? Is there any girls that think you're their boyfriend? Are you still communicating in a way that you shouldn't be with your baby mama? Is it, you know what I mean?
Like, you have to ask.
Because people be single, but they be having all these entanglements. You know what I mean?
Entangled webs, everying. I'm confused. Like, it's a pyramid scheme in this dating world. Like, it keeps going. I swear. Like, I actually had a situation like that, I think at the beginning of the year. Like, I was talking to someone and they would be like, listen, they would say, no, let me tell you, because I'm so suburbs, man, and this kid's a little like street, you know, a little thuggish, you know, like, but he was, yes. So he would be like, you know, my homegirl. Oh yeah, so and so, like my homegirl back. That's my homegirl from back in the day. Da 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 da. And I would be like, homegirl. So like, when you say homegirl, what you mean? Like your sister? Like, she's the lesbian in the crew. Like, what we talking here when you keep saying homegirl? Like, is this homegirl with a capital H? Is this a lowercase h? How homie are we talking, my friend? Like, I just want to know. So he thought it was like weird that I would ask, but I wanted to know because I just wanted to know in the clause, what are we talking about? Right. Who are we talking about? Because I don't mind if you saying, hey, me and my homegirl just went for a ride. But if you're like, yeah, me and my homegirl, and then, we went to this club and one night I bust her ass. Like, I'd be like, excuse me, what? Like, I'm just going to feel uncomfortable. Here we go again. Yeah. But,
it's a different uncomfortable.
It's different. And then the thing too, when you ask somebody all these questions, especially now, like in the dating world, I feel like certain guys get intimidated or they get like bothered. Like, why are you asking me?
They get defensive. You know what I mean? Like, some get offended because they're like, yo, like, why you treating me, or stereotyping like all these other niggas. But men can be very manipulative. So sometimes they will sit there and manipulate and make you believe like, okay, I'm tripping, but really it's because they're trying not to get caught up.
They're trying to hide something.
I'm not saying women don't do that either, but I'm just saying.
So that's why I would ask though too, because just out of protection, like, what if I am violating somebody's turf and someone just happens to try to
do that, because you're forcing me into a situation that I did not ask to be in.
Didn't even sign up for. Didn't know.
Yeah, now I'm a side bitch and I didn't even know. And now I got to beef with your main bitch because you couldn't be honest. You know what I mean? Like, that's not right. That's not right.
No, it's really
when you
bad.
You could have been real and I could have chose like, okay, you know what? I don't mind being a side bitch today. Like, like you never know. You never know what I'm going to accept and not accept. So give me that opportunity. And I feel like
I'm one of those people too.
A lot of men don't get that. They just feel like, oh no, like I got to force her to be in the situation. Because like, situations in my past, like when I would ask like, oh, okay, why'd you do me like this, like, why you ain't give me the option or this, oh, well, I didn't want to lose you if I told you the truth, I didn't want you to leave, like if I told you I had this and that going on, like, so you
took my choice so I couldn't make it.
Yes, you made a choice for me. That's not right. I'm not your child, my nigga.
For real, like, for the disrespect.
Yes,
for the disrespect.
Period.
Honestly, so like that for me, that's what it really is. Like, I don't know if I could date somebody with kids just because of everything that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I don't have any children of my own. So for me to try to be responsible, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe relate and maybe not necessarily struggle with relate, but just even me feeling comfortable and responsible for someone's child. Like, because when you get serious with someone who has kids, it's like if you get to the point that you meet their kids, it's like a very different ballgame.
The thing about that is, and I know this from experience, like when I was dating, men thought, oh, she has kids, like I'm gonna have to take care of her kids, and no, my kids have daddies. You know what I'm saying?
Like, kids have their dads.
I'm used to girls that don't have baby daddies, ain't shit baby daddies, got men that don't take care of their kids. Like,
it's a different ball game.
Yeah, I've never needed a man to come and take me and my kids. It was always just me, but know that I do come with
that. You have kids.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I do have kids. I do have other responsibilities. I'm not like one of these other single girls that have no responsibilities and can play games and got time for certain things. That's all it is. It's not, oh, I'm trying to throw my kids on you. You they daddy now. Like, nigga, no. You won't even meet my kids for the first 2-3 years.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. It's a different.
Just them thinking like, oh, okay, she's single. The man left her and the kids. No. We separated, not my kids. He's still there for the kid. Like, I think that's what it is. It's just
it's a different stigma for women that 100%.
Every woman is just the same, but they're not. There's different situations. You know what I mean?
I feel like baby daddies who are really hands-on with their kids are like really glorified because it's not, in the eyes of a lot of people, a common thing to see. So I feel like, they do get a little bit more clout and credit than a woman would, because people expect for a woman to just 100%, do it all.
That's not right, because
it takes two people actually to make a baby.
Exactly. When he shot that motherfucker in me, it's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't, okay, I'm gonna do all this and you gonna, no. He should be a hands-on. You know what I mean? And if he's not, that's okay. He could, possibly make up in different categories for their child. You know what I mean? Like, some people, it's all depends on you and who you decide to have a child with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. I mean, we're all people, but hey, when it comes to your kids, like, it's already a crazy world. So,
me personally, I probably would not date a man that has kids, because I know it sounds so biased.
Give me the deets, because listen, if I ever meet someone who has kids,
coming from being a baby mother, knowing how baby daddies are, I personally just wouldn't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, I want somebody that doesn't have kids and I can give you a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna be out and dating, I don't want somebody that has all these other kids that I have to then, I just feel like that's a lot. And then when it comes to baby, it's just a lot to me. You know what I mean? Like, you would have to be extremely spectacular to have which is so biased, because, like, bitch, you got kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't care. I don't care.
No, like, I mean, I think about things like that. I get nervous.
I don't like drama. I don't like, like, people raise their kids differently. That's another thing too. Like, how I raise my kids, I don't know how you raise your kids. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't play that. So
I know. You know what? I didn't even think about that aspect. Like, not having your kids like
and
coexist and live together and then start rubbing off on each other.
Right. I don't want to have to put my hands on nobody else's kids. You know what I mean? Like, that's just extra.
Ooh, how do you feel? Like, how is that with your situation, your current situation, if you don't mind me asking? Like, do you ever have to discipline her kids? Like, does she ever have you guys ever had like a conflict like that where it's been, hold up, don't be disciplining my kids?
For our situation, I've never even met her children. I met her son, that her and my baby's father share. But as far as her other children, I had never met them, or her, whatever her situation, I never met them. But with her child is a baby, so I briefly met him. But with my kids, she spent a lot of time with my kids, and my kids are bad as fuck. Let's be real. My kids are bad. That's why I don't trust too many people with my kids, because they're very bad. But she's older than me. She's an older woman. So whatever she feels fit to do, I know she's not gonna disrespect me and put her hands on my child. But she may put her foot down, motherfuckers, time to go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, she's not going to bend. You know what I mean? Like, but I never had a problem like that. She don't put her hands on my kids. She shouldn't have to. She's not their mother. You know what I mean? Everybody don't have to put their hands on a child to discipline them. You know what I mean? Like, especially if it's not your child.
Right.
Yeah. Anytime
just even being comfortable like that.
Yeah, even being comfortable enough to hit somebody else's kid is a problem.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, with the individual themselves.
Yeah, on nobody else's kid. Me, I'll call motherfucker quick. Hey, you need to come get this motherfucker, because this is tripping. And I'm about like this close.
2 seconds away from being there.
I didn't try. I didn't woo side. I didn't everything. Like, just come get this baby, because like, but I will never put my hands on nobody else's kids. So I don't want nobody putting their hands on my kids.
I feel that. Nah, I get that. That's a real issue though too. That's
then what happens when they say this happened and your child says it different?
Something else happened, right? Don't even put yourself in the situation.
We don't even need to go through that, because at the end of the day, I don't care if my child's lying. I'm going on my child's side. So
as you should. And then from there, figure it out.
Put your hands on my child. And if you feel like you're in a situation where it's over the top, where you can't handle it, call their father or call me, and
you have the help.
Yeah,
have two people, not just one.
Yeah, we'll try to get it resolved as soon as possible. So there's no need to do that.
That's real shit. I mean, it's like, I feel like when it's also baby mamas, it's like in-laws, it's like sisters, it's like aunties, it's like it's everybody. It's not just the baby mama.
No, it's not.
You know, so like even that with me is like, I would just be nervous. I'm serious. I would be nervous. Like, and then think about it too. You know, this is something I think I'd feel guilty over if I had my child, right, and with someone who had kids already. I would not want to feel like I love my child more, or you know what I mean? Like, not saying that that's an abnormal feeling.
I completely understand.
You know,
your first time momming, and then you have somebody that has these older kids that are not in that time, that zone, you know, that time frame of a baby. So you're giving all that love and you're super excited about, and you don't want it to seem like, oh, I love my child more than I love your kid.
I feel like I would feel guilty. And then I don't know if that's like normal or abnormal by definition of whatever normal is. You know what I'm saying? But like, I actually feel like I would feel bad as a person. And it's like, that's a regular feeling.
Yeah, I totally understand, because like, you know, I had 2 kids for the longest, and by one man, you know what I mean? Like, and then I had my other baby, completely different man. And for a while when I was pregnant, I struggled with even telling my family, you know, my kids.
Wow.
I hid it from them because I just didn't want them to feel like, you know, it wasn't their dad's baby. So I didn't want them to feel like, oh, he's leaving us out, or she loves his baby more than us. I battled with that. You know what I mean? I battled with that a lot throughout my pregnancy, which is why I chose to hide my pregnancy.
Wow.
From those that didn't matter to me. You know what I mean? From like basically my whole family didn't know until like I popped up 30 weeks pregnant. Like, what the fuck, bitch, you about to be doing 9 weeks? Like,
they're like, but when?
Right. Like, when did this happen? But I understand that completely, because that's something I battled with on my own, just having, you know, 2 kids that are stuck together like glue, got the same mama and daddy, and then having a baby with somebody else. But my kids love each other, you know what I mean? And I love them, so I feel like it just amplifies the love, and it doesn't even matter. We don't even think like, you know.
Yeah, you guys are a regular family,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, you know, that they have siblings, you know, from a different baby
mama and baby daddy.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna get this term wrong. You was like my baby daddy's baby mama. I was like, what?
Right. Yeah. Like, what? Yes.
And then like the only other thing too, I feel like dating someone who already has kids, like for me, I would be going through it. It would be my first time by myself.
Also the maturity level, you know, most have children should be a little bit more mature than somebody, and then you'll feel like you always have to like you can't just be like, you could be like, tomorrow I'm going to Africa tomorrow, you know what I mean? Like, if you're dating or have even friends with somebody that has kids, you can't be like, tomorrow we going to Africa, you know. You have to be like, let's plan this trip, get your babysitters in order, you know what I mean? Like, it's not always gonna be like, it's gonna be a lot, you know what I mean? That's why I said I'd rather not be with somebody that has like, that I have no kids with, you know what I mean, that has kids with somebody else, just because it's gonna be a lot, you know what I mean? Like,
it's a lot of dynamics, I think, besides like on top of a relationship, getting to know somebody and meet somebody.
Baby daddies, they believe in different things, you know what I mean? One believes in this, the other believes in that. So
are both of your kids learning both ways?
No.
Okay.
My son is learning both ways, but my oldest children, they're stuck in their ways like their father. That's it. They don't, you know,
That's it.
Fuck with the other way. But my baby, he's gonna know a lot of his history and, you know, his birthright knowledge.
Right.
And then he's still gonna have like traditional customs, American things, because that's what his family celebrate. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna take that from them. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take that from them, you know? So
they get the best of both worlds, honestly.
Yes.
They get more knowledge, more love, more gifts, more holidays.
Yes. So for my situation, I personally wouldn't do it because I'm already a mess. I already got,
no, you just have the help.
I don't need more of a mess.
Oh my. No, I do feel that. I will say, like, the only upside I could see is that once you're a parent, like, I feel like the love itself is selfless. Oh, it's very, no matter what. Like, even when you're in a relationship and you pick somebody.
Yeah, when you're in a relationship, you say, like, oh, I'm going to love you unconditionally, but
you know what it means.
To wear the wrong pair of socks, and I'm not loving that motherfucker no more. But my babies, I'm going to love them forever, unconditionally, no matter what. Like, there's nothing in this world that my babies could do that could make me not love them. You know what I mean? Like, so.
I love it. I love it. I feel like being a parent just makes you grow as a person. Like, I can't wait to experience that one day. It will be a long, long, long way from now.
Right.
Hopefully, mark my words. Hopefully, I'm not choking on this sentence in like 4 months. Y'all see me like, hey.
Right. Let us know in the comments who comes first in a man's life, his baby mother or his girlfriend.
Let us know what title do you want? Baby mama or girlfriend? Shit. I mean, I'm not gonna front. Like, I've been a girlfriend a couple times. It ain't got me anything. All that.
All that. I'm telling you.
Done much.
It's really been all that for me personally. You know what I mean? Like, I got more love and
I think
life when I became somebody's mom. Yeah. That's a fact. You know what I mean?
100%. Do you think right, with the term baby mama, right? Or even mother of my child, you think that the woman gets more respect from the actual baby father with the term and with it? Or do you think that baby daddy is just like, yeah, that's just my baby mama? Like, do you think it's really like a title of respect? Because I feel like if you were to call someone the mother of your child or baby mama, however you phrase it, like just saying that they have taken their DNA and shared it with yours and created something together is like putting you on a pedestal a little bit.
Oh yeah, I feel that baby mother or baby mama is the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? Really, it's the same thing, and I feel like it just depends on the man. You know what I mean? It depends on the man you're with, because he may be slamming you out to be this raggedy baby mom. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
And that's just a little bit ghetto and ratchet, and he just says, "Oh, that's my baby mama." You know what I mean? Like, but he's still
the delivery.
You're not gonna let nobody disrespect you. You know what I mean? Like,
right. It's the delivery.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it's the stereotypes that society has put on the word. I promise. That's all it is.
It's always society, man, because we was talking about this with polygamy. Like, and I'm telling you, I was so open after that episode. I said, let me go do my research and my homework too, because I mean, I was looking for details, but it's one thing getting to hear it from you guys straight.
From somebody that's actually gone through it, experienced it, whatever.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, so, society need to stop. This freedom of speech thing is getting a little far. No, I'm just playing.
Right.
So, okay. In other news.
Yes.
Other news. About it. I'm going to say this because, we was talking about bad bitches on one of our first episodes, and Jordyn Woods was brought up, and her scandal that had happened, I think almost 2.5 years ago, I want to say.
Who?
Jordyn Woods.
Oh, okay.
And the Tristan Thompson scandal. So recently, I believe it was like Valentine's Day, if not the day after. Oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. Do you remember the guy from the Creep Squad on Love and Hip Hop?
Rich Dollars?
Yes, I think so. He's like Puerto Rican.
Or Stevie J.
Not Stevie J.
Okay,
he's like Puerto Rican, I think.
Yes, it's Richie Dollars.
Yes, I know. Richie Dollars. You're right. I was like, I'm pretty sure they call him Richie. Is it the same person?
The one that used to be with Erica Mena, right?
Yes, I think so. So he has like a podcast. Okay. And he did an interview with Larsa Pippen. So if you guys know, she was Kim Kardashian's former best friend, along with Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. So long story short, she kind of like dished out some of the dirt on Tristan, saying that like she was the one who brought him around first, and she kind of was dating him before Chloe. So like it was just a whole scandal, and basically she had originally thrown Jordyn Woods under the bus when this had happened. I don't know if you had known. So I was just bringing it up because it was like right there in my face on the day after Valentine's Day. Brand new news, and I couldn't believe that Lisa and Kim Kardashian were also no longer friends over it, because I don't know if you know them. They've been friends for like decades.
Right.
Yes, like decades. And I was just like, damn, this is the year of bad bitches. We've been talking about this since episode 1, lifting up queens, talking about being uncomfortable today, comfortable being uncomfortable. So it's just like to see two women who are actually two of the biggest like influencers, I would say, in this time right now, to separate on such bad terms over a baby daddy,
right,
or a ex-boyfriend, is actually insane to me.
Well, you know what's crazy? I didn't see the full interview, but I saw a little snippet where she was like talking about, I don't know if she was talking about Tristan Thompson. I think she was talking about the most recent man that they seen her with. Or maybe it was Tristan. I don't know, but she was just like, it was never that. It was never. She was kind of running around,
tiptoeing around.
Tiptoeing around.
She's definitely good at that.
Like it was never that. Like, you know, we all been that bitch before. It was never any of that. You know, it was that.
It wasn't that. It was not that though.
But I did see, to be similar situation, they are trashing Khloe Kardashian for taking back her baby daddy, and I just don't. That's her child's father.
Yeah,
it like that doesn't make no sense. That's her dad. That's her child's father. If they can agree to reconcile and move past a kiss, what is it, y'all?
Right, just a kiss.
Yeah, it was just a kiss. Number 1. Number 2, it's not y'all business. Like
it's not really.
That's her baby's daddy. It don't matter. She's gonna be with a cheater. Let her be a cheater. Like, you're not with him, so what does it matter? I don't get why they're dragging her and trying to cancel her. Like, it's her life, and that's her child's father. Like, y'all are really bitter that she wants to make it work and fix her family.
People can't understand. It's kind of like when Cardi,
the same nigga that will steal out your purse, touch your kids. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Talk about it.
And let her be her. Let her be her. Let her fix her family. That's what she chooses to do. It's not affecting you. So why does it matter?
I admire women that
go
try that route.
That go against the grain.
Not even just going against the grain. I couldn't forgive somebody like that. I couldn't.
Right.
Listen. If you cheat, listen. If you make me the side chick and you got another girl, you better choose her.
Because normal stuff like that happens in regular people's lives, but them being in a spotlight, it makes it look like so much more than what it really is. Like, chill out. You know,
they are a regular family. She is a regular mom. He's a regular dad, and if
a little bit more
they can have a shot at keeping their family together
without.
Yeah.
You
know what I mean? Like, even people being like, you know when people say, "Oh, you can do better," and it's like, who coming along right now? Where he at? Like, not that you can't do, upgrade whatever. That if things were to go a different route, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? But when people say that, I'd be like, yo, where he at though? Bring him over here. Like, slide him to the front. If you got something to say, bring him to the table. Because for real, it's like, there's just so much going on, especially in a time of this. What did you say? It's not a pandemic. It's a what?
It's a pandaloom. It's a pandaloom.
Don't get it twisted. We calling this the pandaloom. I swear.
I'm gonna send you that TikTok as soon as we get off this podcast.
Yeah,
you're gonna die. Like, it's a pandaloom.
I don't pandaloom. Yeah. For real, it's a pandaloom out here in these streets. So just holding on to every little bit of happiness that we can and count our blessings. For real, like, that's what it's about. Don't get it twisted, y'all. Don't get it twisted. We count our blessings over here daily. Daily. Snap. Oh my goodness. I want to close out, and I don't want to say 2 truths and a lie today. But, you know, February is like one of the shortest months. Right. So, you know, we talked about it being New Year's. We talked about having new goals. Is there anything within like the next couple of months in the next season that you are like looking forward to? You know, it's Pisces season, so that's my birthday season. You know, blessings. So I'm excited to be one more year wiser, not older. We don't age, right? We just get smarter and wiser. Is there anything you're excited for in the next upcoming like season?
Really, I'm just excited for the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, we've come a long way, and we really manifested this thing, and like we're on episode 5, and we have so much more to come for y'all. We got so much more planned, and we just want y'all to stay tuned and stay telling us what y'all want to hear. You know what I mean? That's all really that I'm excited for and looking forward to, is just what's to come, you know?
You know what? So in other words, y'all need to comment below, drop your questions, drop your thoughts, because we will feature them on the next episode. So for real, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the thumbs up button as well. Follow me on Don't Get It Twisted with 2 Ds on Instagram, FinePanama. Let them know your tag, mama.
Follow me on IG at FinePanama. Super simple. Y'all can follow me on YouTube as well, FinePanama. And yeah, let's get it. Period.
We can't wait to see you till next time. Stay safe. Don't get it twisted.
We out. I can't believe
we out this panda loop. Yo, what did you throw up?